What's up, party people? Welcome back to my channel. So today we are talking about some makeup from Hard Candy. I feel like Hard Candy kind of, I don't know, crawled into a rabbit hole for a long time, and then like all it takes is one person to kind of reignite the spark again. I feel like that person is Casey Holmes, who started talking about the Hard Candy Glamouflage foundation, which I think they reformulated this. They may not have, but I tried this a long time ago. But I was in Walmart the other day, which is where they're exclusively sold to my knowledge. I was just kind of shopping around and saw a few things that looked new, but I haven't heard anyone talk about them. Like they were just kind of sitting there like being very discreet, very like humble about their newness. The first couple of things I have are, I'm pretty sure, new. These are the Velvet Paint All Over High Pigment Colors. I don't have the packaging on me right now, but I'm pretty sure the way they advertise these is like, it's for your face, it's for your eyes, it's for your lips, kind of like an all over your face kind of product, which I don't really see how you could use these for anything but your eyes. But I feel like the packaging of these is very bland, like it's very secretive. I feel like that's a problem that Hard Candy has across the board with their packaging. You don't really know what you're getting. Like you don't really know what the shade's gonna look like. You don't really see a whole lot about the applications. So I have Accept This Rose and Champagne Taste. The Accept This Rose is like a deeper coppery rose gold. It's like an antique rose gold. And then Champagne Taste is like a deeper bronze champagne. So if you're a deeper skin tone, you might be able to wear this as like a highlighter, like a cream highlighter. And you may be able to wear Accept This Rose as a blush, possibly. I don't know if you would want to. So I start out with primer, as I always do. But these are pretty horrible. I don't want to say horrible, okay? I feel like they will work for someone, but not for me. So the problem that I have with these is that they dry so freaking fast. Like I'm not even talking like a matter of a minute or two. Like I'm talking almost as soon as you start applying it, like as soon as you start blending it out, it starts drying. The more you try to blend over it, the more it just starts pulling away and separating and just becoming patchy. And then you've got a bunch of bald spots. So because I had that issue, I thought, okay, let's set the primer down with powder. Maybe that'll help it kind of stick better. It's really weird because towards my lash line, I started getting even worse bald spots. Like it wasn't a matter of it was drying too fast. Keep in mind, I'm not someone that normally has this problem with cream or liquid eye products. Like my eyelids aren't abnormally, unusually oily. I thought about using it for my face, but then I was like, better not. If it's doing that with my eyes, I just can't imagine what it's going to do with my face where there's a lot more oils. Again, I don't think it's going to be bad for everyone. I just don't know what audience is going to work for. Yeah, like they don't budge. Like this would definitely be waterproof. So another new product I came across are these other liquid shadows. So this is the Eye Def Metallic Eyeshadow. I have this shade, oh no. It's one of those that doesn't have the shade on it, but it's the one that looks like a bronzy champagne. Like this is gonna be the one that everyone's gonna go for. You'll know it when you see it. It's just that beautiful, universally flattering, taupey champagne bronze tone. It does have a really pretty wet metallic sheen. Like this is a beautiful shade, beautiful finish. Yeah, this one comes with a wand, like a little flat paddle applicator kind of wand. It really resembles the Stila wand. But I also had some issues with this one too. Like this one is definitely better. Like if I'm gonna choose, it's this one by far. You have to work fast with it because it does dry pretty fast. Like not as fast as the Velvet Paint, but like once it sets, again, like it's set for life. You rub your fingers over it, it's not budging for a while. The problem that I saw with it was that the method I used that day, where I put this down first and then worked around it with matte eyeshadows, is that when you start blending around it, it just kind of buffs it away. Like any pretty sheen and shimmer that it has, it's just kind of gone pretty fast. But again, I had that same problem with this one as I did the Velvet Paints, where towards my lash line, it was doing that weird, like not wanting to stick, oily, patchy bald spots. Could have been lighting. I will say there were certain situations, like I'd move my head and it's like, okay, I don't see it, but then I'd move my head a different way and it's like the lighting caught it. It's like, oh no, that's there. Today I applied it a little bit differently. So I actually put on a shimmer first and then put this on top. The other day I actually applied it straight from the wand and I thought maybe it's just applying too much. Like maybe the wand is just packing on too much pigment. But today I put it on the back of my hand and just tapped it on with my finger. So that seemed to work a lot better. So yeah, this over this like all day long. I just spit everywhere. That was nasty. Why is my mouth so spitty? Yeah. So on to something else I'm wearing on my face right now. This is the Bare Monochrome Shadows Quad. I'm not even sure what the shade name of this is. I can't even find this online. Like I was gonna look up to see what the shade name is, but that's another thing. Like Hard Candy products, they're so exclusive to Walmart that I feel like they're hurting themselves. But the display has so many different shades to choose from and they're all very appealing. Like I feel like they did a really good job with color selection and stuff. You get a satiny, shimmery kind of champagne, you get a matte tan, a glittery shimmery bronze, and then a dark matte brown. I didn't expect anything from this because, I don't know, like Hard Candy, like their shadows I've tried before, like the bigger palettes, they're super dry, they're just not easy to work with, there's no pigmentation, but these are definitely a reformulation. Like this is killer. They're so easy to work with. They're pigmented, but they're not over the top to where you have to take like 15 minutes to blend down an eye. And they're pressed in there so well, like they're really finely milled, and there's not a lot of fallout on your face. There's not a lot of fallout and debris in the pans. And I feel like the shade selection of this one in particular is so well put together because you pretty much have everything to create an entire look. So yeah, this is a winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Next up is the Sheer Envy Hydrating Primer. It says 12-hour makeup grip. We're just gonna call it the gripping primer, okay? I'm not someone that's like over the top, like, oh, I have to have a gripping primer for my makeup to last. Like, I feel like they're kind of overrated, to be honest. Yeah, I've tried some that it's like, if you apply the least little bit too much, it just ends up making your makeup look really thick and heavy and cakey, and it's just like, it feels very goopy. This one is a nice lightweight one. Like, it does what it's supposed to do, but it's just not goopy. It's the same color, same consistency, texture, and everything of the Milk Hydro Grip Primer, which is like the start of it all. It's nice and lightweight, but it does give you like a nice like juiciness, like a nice like dewy, plump juiciness to the skin. And I mean, I don't really feel like it's a super like high grip kind of texture. Like there's some that I've tried where it's like you can see that like how it's pulling your skin up when you touch it to your fingers or whatever, but like this one doesn't really do that. But I do feel like it's enough of that gripping aspect where it actually keeps your makeup on. Every time I use it, I feel like my foundation, my makeup just, it stays looking really good a lot longer. Like it seems like my face just, it stays looking a lot fresher. So like I would say give this a shot. Moving on to the product that I feel like has kind of like reignited the talk of Hard Candy. This is the Glamouflage Full Coverage Foundation. I'm not sure if they reformulated this since I initially tried it, like since they initially brought it out, but it just seems like there's something slightly different about the formula. So I would say if you're someone that likes a full coverage matte finish foundation, this is a pretty good one for that category. For me, it's still a little bit too mattifying. Like it's just one of those that kind of like ages my skin and just kind of makes my skin look more dry than what I prefer. It's definitely a very long wearing foundation. Like this is one that holds up from the time you put it on to the time that you take it off. Like I didn't get shiny with it. The best part about this in my opinion is the fact that it sets completely on its own. Like you do not have to powder. It's transfer resistant. Like you can touch it with your fingers and there's no transfer on your fingers or anything. Even though it's full coverage, I feel like it's not one where a little bit goes a long way because it does set so fast. Wherever you first touch it to your skin, that's where like it just wants to stick there and it's hard to spread it out. So you end up using a lot of product just to be able to actually, you know, move it across your face. I don't like it for an everyday basis, but I like it for like filming. Like it looks good on camera, it looks good far away. It's very oil absorbing. So if you have oily skin, I think you'll really enjoy this, especially for the summertime. If you have dry skin, stay far away. But then I found the Glamouflage Full Coverage Concealer, which I've not seen anyone talk about. Honestly, this is just a smaller version of the foundation, in my opinion. Like down to the wand, like the wand is the exact same shape, the same packaging. Is this the foundation in a smaller tube? I mean, who's to say? I think it kind of is, but we'll keep that between us. This is a really full coverage matte finish concealer. So think like Tarte Shape Tape. Like if you don't like Tarte Shape Tape or, you know, concealer similar to that, then you won't like this. It's a very opaque full coverage concealer. Like I do feel like a little bit goes a long way with it, but at the same time, it's kind of like the foundation where you can't apply too many layers. Like if you like to layer up your concealer, like it gives you full coverage, but if you have really dark circles, you might have to apply a little bit more. But be very cautious, be very mindful of how much you're applying because it can look too drying, too thick, cakey, just not a great combination for under the eyes in my opinion. It starts setting really fast, so you have to work really fast with like, it almost doesn't give you enough time to blend it out. So on demo day, I did not set this because number one, I didn't really feel like I had to. It sets on its own. I was afraid that if I applied powder, it would just, no, dry city. So it did crease a little bit throughout the day, but it wasn't horrible. Like it wasn't like a super like settling into every single line kind of thing. But for me and for my under eyes, I just feel like it's a little too drying. So moving on to bronzer, and this one is new for sure. This is the Instant Summer Natural Powder Bronzer. It says it's infused with mango and cocoa butter. I got the shade Toasted, which I think is the second lightest shade. It may be the lightest shade, but it's like number 1 or 2 on the spectrum. So I did not like this at all on demo day. And I don't know if it's a matter of the formula where it's just a really, really matte bronzer. Maybe it didn't pair well with this matte foundation. Like maybe like sometimes like matte on matte, like when you have matte cheek products on top of matte foundations, it's just not a very good pairing. This is not very silky. It's actually, it's a very like thick, heavy feeling kind of powder. Even to the touch, like it's so thick and cakey. Yeah, maybe I'm being premature in saying this where I've only tried this with one foundation, but this is a no-go. Moving on to setting sprays. I actually have 2, and Hard Candy has like an abnormal amount of setting sprays. I feel like most brands usually have like 2 or 3. They had like 7 or 8. I had the Sheer Envy Glow Setting Spray and the Sheer Envy Stay and Slay Setting Spray. So I had the Glow Setting Spray on one side and the Stay and Slay on the other. The Glow Setting Spray says it's supposed to make your makeup wear for hours. It's got radiant pearls and coconut oil. The Stay and Slay says it helps reduce transfer makeup. It has hyaluronic acid, agave, and aloe. And the mister on each of these is different. So the Glow one has a really nice like fine mist. It's very like, you know, very sprawled out is what I like to say. But the Stay and Slay is like a punch you in the face. Both of these did set my face makeup pretty well. Like I do feel like both of these helps improve the wear of my makeup, but I don't feel like I got more glow from the Glow Setting Spray than I did with the Stay and Slay. I actually feel like I got more glow from the Stay and Slay, which is weird. Neither one of these are just absolutely amazing for like melding all the layers on your skin together. I mean, they'll do that to a degree. Like they do make everything look more natural and more like unified. But I feel like their strong suits definitely like improving the wear of your makeup. So I personally like ones that do both, but I mean, they're not bad. The Glow Setting Spray might win just because of the mister, but I feel like as far as the performance, I like the Stay and Slay better. So you decide based on that. The last one I have is one that if you're not gonna buy anything else from Hard Candy, you need this. This is the Sheer Envy Chilling Wonder Hydrating Loose Powder. And let me tell you, this is the best loose powder. Honestly, I'm just gonna say best powder in general. This is the best powder I've tried. I know you've probably heard this before, but this is literally a filter in a jar. Hopefully you can see it in the demo, but like as soon as I start applying this, like it just looks like I'm in real time photoshopping my skin. Like it just looks so filtered, so flawless, and airbrush, like it smooths over your pores like to perfection. It makes your skin look so silky smooth and just like just perfect. And it's really weird to say that a powder is hydrating, but like somehow this is, like somehow this kind of like, you can, like I'm wearing it today by the way, like you can see all the glow on my skin, but I've powdered this pretty much everywhere. Like I've got this in my T-zone, my forehead, I've got it down here, but my face doesn't look too matte. Like it doesn't look flat, it doesn't look sucked dry, like it doesn't look like I've been, you know, out in the Mojave Desert or something all day. Like it just looks so breathable. This works phenomenally with every foundation, with every concealer. Like it always keeps my makeup on longer. Like it always keeps my face looking really just silky smooth and mattified, but not overly mattified. Like I'm telling you, like if you don't buy anything else from the brand, buy this. Oh my god, has there been lipstick on my teeth this entire time? Oh no! That is it for this video. Let me know in the comments below what are some products that you've tried from Hard Candy, and was it a good or a bad experience? Like let me know your review in the comments below, and if you decide to try anything I talk about today, I want to know what your thoughts are down there as well. But give this video a big old thumbs up if you enjoyed it, if you want to see more videos like this where I'll focus on one brand. Also, everything I'm wearing today will be in the description box below in a full-on makeup breakdown. I'm not wearing every one of these things right now, but I'm really digging my makeup today, so check out the breakdown. Here's a couple more things for you to check out next. So just venture around the channel, make yourself at home. You're not supposed to see that light back there. That is behind the scenes. That is not for you. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and turn the notification bell on to always see my stuff. And I will see you guys in the next one. Mwah.